Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with two sorts of different journals really, although still on a variation on a theme of Rhonda from A Little Bit French, which I'm still absolutely loving her style. One is a Jane Austen one, so it's his decorated journal with Jane Austen, and then the others are blank journals. I've just got four of those. We'll start with the blank ones. You can see that, for example, this Jane Austen journal began as this, really, or very similar to this. These are all variations on a theme. They're all plain pages, so you've got book page, coffee dyed, music paper. There's some sewing pattern paper there. That's a book page from Vanity Fair that I've then just folded up to make it fit. This is some continuous vintage paper that I bought from a charity shop a few months ago. Some coffee dyed lined paper, more coffee dyed paper, and then I've just popped a vintage advert in the front of there, in the middle rather. So that's sort of like, that's that one. This one is the same book page, music page, folded so you can tuck things into there. Some coffee dyed. I'm really sorry if there's terrible shadows. It's a weird light day today. Pocket there, sewing paper. So you see how it's just basically, it's undecorated, but it's ready for you to decorate, if you see what I mean. These will be for sale and I'll link them down below. But I just feel, rather than being presented with a white page, which is quite daunting, at least to have things like a few pockets, or its written page, or its music page. I think things like that are at least a starting point for, like, for example, in there you might think, look at that page and think, oh right, I'm going to decorate the pocket and then I'm going to make something to actually tuck into the pocket. Okay, so there you go. You might decide to punch out the corner, but instantly just having something to start your inspiration. So those are those two shape journals, which you can see was sort of how I've gone for the Jane Austen one. And then I made two like the others that I've shown previously, which are these tall skinny ones, which I am absolutely loving this style at the moment, this shape. So these are just folded to be long and skinny, but you've still got the same sort of thing. Book page, music paper, some vintage continuous paper, a sheet from Vanity Fair book, some coffee dyed stationery where you leave interesting edges like that. That again, you know, it just starts your interest really. I popped some washi tape down there actually because the page had ripped. So, and that again, just that instantly off you go thinking about something that you might want to make. That had ripped, and rather than rip it off, I decided I'd glue it. And then there you go, there's your start for what am I going to do with this page, because there's a tuck already. So that's that one. It's just really interesting, just, oh, I don't know. I just feel it more inspired to start a journal when you've got something to go on rather than, like I said before, a blank white page. So there's a few folds in here, some squared paper, Vanity Fair. Again, I'm loving that book. Yeah, so that's that. So they'll be listed for sale. And then we'll get on to the Jane Austen one. So like I said, same sort of thing, but I have obviously decorated this. I popped Jane Austen printable on the front of a book page. I've popped the ribbon round just as a closure. And what I did do, I might try and see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, maybe there, hopefully you can see it a bit better. So what I did was, rather than leave the cover fully over, I decided to make that a little bit shorter, which leaves Sense and Sensibility showing. Obviously part of a Jane Austen. First page, I just popped this printable there with a quote, completely and perfectly and incandescently happy. Jane Austen from Pride and Prejudice. I'd love to be that incandescently happy. Left some more of the page from Sense and Sensibility. On the squared page, I just popped this little Jane Austen postcard printable and clipped it on with a mini Tim Holtz clip. And obviously that's the other side of the postcard, so you could take that off and then write on the back of that. Just a sheet of coffee dyed paper that I've obviously punched along the edge of. This is from a kit of a Jane Austen kit that I've got, and I just really shrunk the page down so you can write on there. This I made from a book page. I think this was a Patricia Viramonte's idea. So I've obviously made it into a pocket, popped a little Jane Austen ticket on there. And then this isn't Jane Austen, but it's very in that sort of Regency theme, a little tag, that envelope rather, that I haven't actually glued because you can write in there. And then I've just tucked a few little goodies in there. So that tucks, let's pop it that way so you can see the rows. Just some music paper, folded over the music paper rather than cut it off, and made this pocket and tucked in a little image there of, I don't think that is a Jane Austen picture, but it's certainly a Regency lady, so that sort of fits with the theme. This is also from the kit. I've shrunk that down and made it into a flip, which probably will go off the screen, but there you go. You can write all on there, keep it hidden away. Going over the page, I've just stuck a banner on there. This one is like a little library card really, so that's got the pocket there, and then I've just popped a tag in there, so you can obviously write on the back of that and tuck other things in there. There's a pocket here with different Pride and Prejudice printable and another quote from another Jane Austen. Just left that as the pocket. Just done a cluster here with a little Jane Austen Regency lady. This is a vintage 1964 diary that I've got. It was a lovely A4 size. Lots of the pages were empty and I just love that. It's got a gorgeous colour, patina and feel. This is a page from the Jane Austen print DigiKit. I've shrunk that down so that just makes a page there. Pop this little rose here because this is the centre of my signature, and I just felt that looked really lovely like that. Got plenty to journal on there and there. You could journal on here if you wanted, journal in here, but it's just really quite pretty in the centre there. The other side of that, the other side of the diary, the other side of the diary. This Vanity Fair book, and then made a pocket there, and then just popped the little, this is again pretending it was a page from the kit, but I shrunk it down. So you could write here, but you can obviously write all over the back as well. You can decorate this up further if you want. I think this is a lovely gift for a person who likes Jane Austen or just loves junk journals. Decorated in that again, that's a Tim Holtz flower. This again I made into a flip. You must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you. Jane Austen from Pride and Prejudice. And again, that's a flip up. You can write all on there, hide it away. Pocket there. Again, completely and perfectly incandescently happy. Music page, the other side of the music page, another page from the kit you can write on there. This is my favourite layout in this whole journal. I've just popped one of Jane Austen's signatures, which is part of a kit I've got, turned that into a belly band, made one of these faux samplers with just some lace that goes with the colour, and I don't know why, that then obviously, actually it's better to go up rather than down, if you see what I mean. And then that just holds onto there, and I love that. And I think next to the punched page, oops, a bit skewy, punched page, it just looks lovely. Done a cluster there of Jane Austen on the squared paper, made a pocket here and popped one of the pages from Sense and Sensibility into there, but obviously you can write all under there if you wanted to. This page here, I knew I'd forget to bring one of these. We'll have to pretend with this. This is a tuck, another Jane Austen quote, and then you can pop things under there because it will hold them. Okay, it is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of good fortune must be in want of a wife. Over the page, another flip. This is a flip I haven't seen anyone do. I made this up by myself. Basically, you flip it like that, but I've actually made it a double flip. So you've got all of that to journal on there and all of that there. And then it tucks away, hide it all away. And then the last page, this is also one of my favourites. I've just popped some lace across the bottom to make a pocket. And then this is something, this was actually a freebie, and they're all different Jane Austen books. I've just picked Emma because there seems to be a lot of Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice in here. So there's Emma, and that's just a little booklet that you can again write in, and that just tucks neatly away in there. So that is my Jane Austen video, junk journal, which I'll be listing for sale, and then the blank ones, which will also be listed for sale, and you can make them in any theme you like. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm sorry about the shadows again, and thanks for stopping by. Bye bye.